Actually, think it's like insane because I mean I grew up playing with the Star Wars figures. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was cool, man. That was really cool.
When are we gonna get the American History X action figure? My God, I don't even want to go further with where my jokes could go. My mind
Comes
is-
with a swastika.
Oh no! Oh God, that is awful.
And a bullet hole.
Well, on that note, does anybody else have a question they'd like to ask? Yes, you sir.
I'm sure you got this question a lot, but I've always wanted to know when it came to T3, if you were ever interested in reprising your role as John Connor, or did they not consider you for it?
This is a story, like, you know, many growing pains of me. I was part of the project, had a very nice deal on it, and then kind of to celebrate was like, yeah, I'm gonna go out and party and like let's do some coke and like, you know, OD'd and kind of destroyed that whole thing. But I've learned my lessons and I'm
Back on
wrong.
back on track.
Yeah.
And we're happy you are, because I think as fans, we've all followed your career, we've all seen your ups and downs, and I know that for you, that's probably weird to be like, fuck, everybody knows my personal life, everybody knows shit that I've done, everybody knows when I've been in trouble. But honestly, the reason that people like this are here today is because we honestly love you and we love what you've done for us. Because you've given us a piece of something that makes us who we are. And I feel like that's the most important thing to remember if you ever, you know, do look back on your past and go, fuck, I wish I didn't do that. In a way, be glad that you did, because you wouldn't be where you are now.
Yeah.
Which is a taste of death.
Yeah, no, it's true, man. I'm blessed, dude. I wouldn't take anything back. It's been an incredible journey, and you know, fuck it, T3 sucked anyway.
Right?
Fuck that for me!
It sucked.
Oh.
And now they're making another one.
Why?
It's crazy to me that these franchises just go and go and go. Anyway, they can print money, you know. So I get that from a producer's standpoint. How do you feel knowing that these movies that you've done, especially, you know, T2 and Brain Scan for me, have literally shaped a lot of what we have now as fans for movies? Because I mean, in my opinion, if you didn't have Terminator 2, you wouldn't have half these fucking superhero action movies the way you do. They wouldn't be filmed the way that they are. You wouldn't have certain characters that they do, because a lot of them kind of borrow from that. T2 really is, I would say, it set the bar for what you do to make a great action film with relatable characters, awesome pacing, wonderful action, perfect blend of practical and CGI, before CGI was even a fucking thing. I just watched T2 like 3 months ago. Still holds up.
Yes.
Every fucking thing
Yes.
holds up.
So good.
Look at me, I'm just crying on stage right now. I'm just like, oh my God, let's talk about it. But yeah, how does that feel, knowing that you had that kind of an impact and that it's going to stand the test of time?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. You know, like actually just coming to these things, it's gonna open my eyes up even more to like what an impact it's had. I never really, knew exactly how big of a movie it was. You know, I mean, it's like I said, you're in it and you just sort of going along, especially when you're young. You don't really understand the impact things are having. You know. But people who are, like kids, you know what I mean, are coming up to me, and it's, 20 some odd years later, and they're geeking out about it, and it's insane, dude. Like it's touching, man. It is. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool to be part of something like that. It's very cool to be part of something like that.
Well, I think it's beautiful that you are part of something like that, because I mean, you said, there's no way that you guys knew that it was going to be what it is. Nobody knows, and as a director I can speak, that you never know what you're going to get from script to screen. You never know what you're going to get from screen to screening with your first audience or a different audience. You never know where a movie's going to go. So for you to be a part of these things that have reached out to so many people. I think it is beautiful. So I have to be honest here, man. I'm fucking honored that I got to talk to you today. I really am.
Love you, Eddy.
Does anybody else have a last question that they'd like to ask? Yes, you miss. Did you vote for Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, sure. I didn't vote that year. I didn't,
I
but
was too busy playing Ocarina of Time.
yeah, you know what? He ended up not being a bad governor.
Not at all.
He's
a solid dude.
He was a very
Yeah.
solid dude.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
You know, hey, dude, Arnold is extremely smart, man. He's on his shit, you know. So, yeah, you know, like, pretty much, I guess, you know, felt safe with being governor.
I feel safe with him anywhere. Like, no one's gonna touch me. I'm with the Terminator.
Oh, the Terminator touched me.
Yeah. That's why he played Ocarina of Time, to forget those nights. You're like, he didn't. He's gonna fish with Zelda. Well, guys, I have to ask if there's one last question because we're running out of time. You, sir.
Out of all the franchises that are out right now, and something that you may have interest in, if you could find yourself in one of them, which one would it be?
If you could find yourself in a franchise that's out now, which one would you want to be a part of?
Is there any good, like, bestiality porn?
None that I know of.
Well, there was this movie called The Shape of Water. I think we could get you the sequel.
Eli Roth.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Get Eli Roth to direct the sequel to The Shape of Water.
Yes.
I would pay just to see the documentary making of that movie. That's what I would fucking put my money on. You know what? I looked at the clock. I think we can take two more. So, yes, you, sir.
One question I had for you was, what was your interaction like working with Linda Hamilton in?
What was it like working with Linda Hamilton?
It was great, dude. It was great. It was like wanting to, like, hump my mom, basically.
This is my favorite panel I've done.
Yeah, no, she's very beautiful. She's sweet. She's a sweetheart. She was a sweetheart, man. Yeah, no, she's great. She's great. If you ever get a chance to meet her, you'll see. She's a very, very sweet woman.
And you'll
Still
want to
very
bang her if she's your mom.
Yeah.
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 Anybody else got a question? Yes, you miss.
First, can I just say thank you very much for your legacy as someone else who struggled with addiction? Thank you.
Yes.
And I ask, what is, of all the things that you've done, what is your favorite role?
Favorite role?
There's a lot to choose from there.
Yeah.
It's tough to say, man. I've really, like, had a lot of fun with a bunch of different ones. I did this movie called This Is Not a Movie, which probably a lot of you haven't seen. And that one was pretty awesome, you know. I sound like a douche, but yeah, like, I played 3 roles, so it's all me. But
that's
I love it.
It's an actor's dream, though, is to be able to sink your teeth into something, and if you get more than one role, or more than just this two-dimensional character that has no arc, there's a lot to bite into there, so I'm sure that's why. I would have to imagine. Anybody else? Yes, you.
A lot of actors say that they haven't watched their own movies. But
Mm.
you watch your own movies and go back and say you could have done it.
It's a good question. She asked, for those who didn't hear, do you ever go back and watch your own movies? Because there's a lot of actors who say they don't watch their own work.
Only when I masturbate.
Oh my God.
I believe it. 13-year-old me, 13-year-old me. So good. Oh my God, Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, no, I'm on the line of, like, just, you know, dude, I'm so, I love acting, dude, but I hate watching myself. Like, I mean, I've sat there with movies that are great. You know what I mean? Like, I remember like the first time I was seeing Detroit Rock City, I was literally tearing up because I was like, oh my God, I suck. So bad.
I'm not even sucking your cock because you're here. That's fucking so not what I expected you to say. Because you're honestly fucking rad in that movie. I wish I was you in that movie. That's how cool that character is.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So I'm
man.
sorry you cried, Edward.
You know, it's like when you hear your voice on an answering machine. Are you just
I get that. I get that. I get
I sound
that.
like that.
I understand.
Oh my God, dude, like, I thought I was so much cooler than that. But yeah.
That's great. Anybody else got a question they want to ask before we tie things up here? Yes, you sir.
Favorite one-liner or dialogue line?
What's your
That I've
favorite
said?
one-liner or dialogue?
Wait. Okay, yeah. Okay, so there's this movie that I did, and it was like on the Sci-Fi Channel, and it's not a very good movie. It's about a bunch of fucking giant CGI spiders that are like.
Wait, is it? It's not Lavalantula or Big Ass Spider, right? It's neither of those. Different one.
I don't even.
No, yeah, you weren't in that. There are other spider movies that were on
I don't even
Sci-Fi.
remember the name. Never seen it. Oh, did you say Arachnoquake? Did somebody say that? That's what it was called, man. That's what it was called.
Arachnoquake? Oh, fuck, man. We've gone past the point of no return. Arachnoquake.
Arachnoquake. I can just see it now, Simmons. It's going to be in bright lights. It's going to do wonders. Yeah. I think it was the guy making this movie is like from the 20s.
Yeah, right?
It's like, now see, here's what we're gonna do. There's gonna be 10 spiders. They're all gonna be on Edward Furlong. Gonna love it.
Yeah.
Sorry. So what's your favorite line of dialogue?
So friends of mine, like, and when I said this line, I was like, dude, I can't say this, but I mean, whatever. I'm getting paid, and they're asking me to say this fucking line, so I'm like, all right, I'll do it. But the line essentially goes, and I've gotten so much shit from friends from this line because it's on the preview, but you know, like I'm beating this fucking spider with a bat, and I'm like, well, that's how you make jambalaya.
Oh my God. That was the best thing we could end on right there. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much for joining us today. This was actually a very, very special panel. It was a pleasure.
Sweetheart.
There he is.
Yeah!